this is for entertainment purposes only. So the big question this morning is, did we fail to penetrate State House? It's because of the Majinis, dude, and the Machawis, family. There's a friend of mine, Simba, who he was at the very front lines. And he sent me a message later in the night, and he said there were a massive crowd, and they got to like very close to the main lane into like now to go to the State House gate and stuff. And all of a sudden, their feet got heavy. They couldn't walk. It was like the people just started scattering and disappearing. And where they had been almost like 100,000 people, all of a sudden guys just started screaming and running away and disappearing in the night. And he was even telling me, yo, State House is guarded by my genies and my. So family, when we talk about us waging war not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, you'd best believe they're right here. And there's an American woman who once said that she had done her research of all the world and all the universe, and she found that the devil actually lives in Kenya. But she said he lives in Nakuru. But anyway, there's someone else who sent me a message, another comrade, and he was talking about how there was a frequency lock to State House. And that frequency lock was placed by none other than Baba. And he said, there's like a video that started going around like just the night before. And then throughout the day, it was going through where Baba was saying, I don't know, people shouldn't. I didn't even watch it because they had a weird, highest level wizard, even more than that. But it had like a weird vibe. But it was going around where he was talking about, I don't know what he was saying about demonstrations. So my friend is saying that thing actually frequency locked people. And then, your energy spreads to other people. Anyway, this is for the highly adept. There's some people who will think this is Jabba. So he was able to create a frequency lock so it could not be penetrated. And there's guys that say last year he could have been the one that sent in the squad that first penetrated Parliament before everyone else entered. Anyway, family, we need to now tackle this from a spiritual level. I've been talking about bells. Guys, I've been talking about bells, drums. Obviously, we need to take it to a higher notch. But we should regard this as a reconnaissance. Where we went, we were able to see what kind of security they have around there, what they're doing. And the barriers are spiritual. Guys are even talking about how we need to, that Aka obelisk in town. And then there's another weird shape. I'll attach them to this. They need to be dismantled. Don't forget, family, Nairobi is a Masonic city. It was built by the Brotherhood. Everything from our streets to how the buildings, Sijui High Court, Sijui Parliament, including the Donkey's Nini, which is KICC. It's filled with altars and all kinds of things. So you think they wouldn't have that in State House? And don't forget, Nabi has also been putting his own Nini, which is coming from the Muslim side, in State House with all these. When people are reconstructing and renovating for billions, okay, half that money he's taking, but half that money he's trying to install new altars. Because the previous altars don't really favor him. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, family. We definitely need to go back to the drawing board on this one, but all in all, it was still a major victory. We got this close. Next time it will be a different story.